If you are an owner of a childcare business and you provide childcare services to children and families in your area, whatever type that is, it doesn't matter whether you got a STEM program or you have nature play based, or I don't care what type of service, but if you provide any kind of service to children and families in your area and you have staff, you have a staffing ecosystem. The question is, do you have a functioning one? And today, I'm going to help you answer that. So let's dive right in. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley Benz of ashleybenz.com. I'm the founder and creator of Childcare Business Executive Tools, and I help the exhausted, overworked, burnt out childcare business owner or the childcare business owner who is looking for a better work-life balance. I help you do that. So this channel is all geared towards resources, information, and knowledge that I gained while running my childcare business for 10 years. So if that interests you, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit the little bell so that you're notified of when I do post up videos. If you are coming back and you are a regular around here, I just want to say welcome back. If you're new, I want to say welcome as well. So today I am going to be talking to you and sharing with you how to build a staffing ecosystem that attracts the right teachers. So you've got to stay tuned because this is just going to be so juicy, like really good content coming up your way. But as always, before we hop into today's video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I've already told you to subscribe and do all those things, but what I haven't told you to do is go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. This just really helps support this channel. It is your way of saying thank you for the free, valuable information that you are getting here. I really appreciate it. So go ahead and hit that like button and go ahead and grab you something to sip on, your choice of beverage. This is your time to get comfortable, to invest in yourself, and to learn how to have a better work-life balance, how to create that harmony between your childcare business and your personal life, and really just have it all, okay? So let's go ahead and take a sip and let's jump into today's video. So one of the mistakes that I made, and one of the mistakes that I see a lot of you owners out there making, is that you're focusing on finding the right people instead of focusing on building a staff ecosystem that does all of that for you. And I was actually talking to a client the other day, and so one of the things that we do when I work with people inside of my Director to CEO Accelerator program is that they have access to me. And so she had sent me a message and she was like, Ashley, I don't know why I'm getting the wrong candidates applying to my center. I told her, I was like, but you're focusing on the wrong thing. Like, you are spending energies, because she was sending me this information and it was just like, okay, you can definitely see they are not the right clients. I mean, not the right candidates for your childcare business, but let's shift that energy on building your staffing ecosystem instead of focusing on what the candidates that's coming in, it's not a good fit. And when you're building an actual ecosystem, what you're doing is you're building exactly what you need to have in place that's going to prevent that from happening. And so here's the truth of it all. If you are an owner of a childcare business and you provide childcare services to children and families in your area, whatever type that is, it doesn't matter whether you got a STEM program or you have nature play based, or I don't care what type of service, but if you provide any kind of service to children and families in your area and you have staff, you have a staffing ecosystem. The question is, do you have a functioning one? And today, I'm going to help you answer that. So let's dive right in. All right, so let's look at the definition of what an ecosystem is. Ecosystem is a community of living organisms in conjunction with the non-living components of their environment interacting as a system. These biotic and abiotic components are linked together through nutrient cycles and energy flows. So one of the words that really sticks out to me is environment, is energy flow, is a system, okay? That is technically what you have, whether you know it or not. But again, if you have staff, then you do have an environment, you do have some sort of a system, and you do have energy flow that, flows and makes all this happen for you. But again, if you are not getting the staff that you want, then you don't have a functioning staffing ecosystem. One of the things when I kind of really delve deeper into what an ecosystem is and kind of had to refresh myself of the things that we learned in elementary school. But one of the things that really kind of stood out to me was that the ecosystem takes care of itself, meaning that you don't have to do anything. As long as, it is provided the things that it needs, it will literally just take care of itself. And so your current staffing structure, whatever system that you have in place, should also be taking care of itself. And by default, that is going to take care of you and allow you to have a great work-life balance as a childcare business owner. Now, before we hop into what's actually needed to build this ecosystem, I do want to let you know that what you're getting today on the YouTube channel is just a little small snippet of a full-blown training that I did inside of our private Facebook group community, where I actually go over this in depth. I do a PowerPoint training, and so we really kind of dive deeper into this. And if you would like to actually access that training, then I invite you to go over to our Facebook group, and you'll see that training in the guides area. The link to access your free membership inside of our Facebook group community will be down in the description box below. All right, so let's get right back to this video and let me go over with you what is needed to build a staffing ecosystem. So the very first thing is that your staffing ecosystem is going to need its own energy source. And so your energy source basically is, how are you attracting staff to your program and what is causing them to find you? Okay, so we kind of actually go into cause and effect. So there is something that's causing the staff to find you. Now, whether you are getting good candidates or bad candidates, there is a cause. There's something that you're putting out, okay, that is attracting that. And so I hate to kind of say this, but it's so true. It's kind of one of those things, you kind of attract who you are. And, I don't say that in a, to make you feel bad or anything like that, but it kind of boils down to, if you are not spending time on cultivating a system, then you're going to just get any old body, which really it says some things about you as the owner. We need to really look at this in a more of a systematic and automatic way than to just be throwing stuff out there and just thinking that you're going to get the right candidates to come in. So an example of that is just posting on your own personal Facebook page that you're hiring. Friends and family, just, those kind of techniques and strategies are not going to get you what you want. And one of the reasons why is because it doesn't target. Again, I really go in depth with this inside of the Facebook group and all that. But the main thing that I want you to see right now and understand is that it has its own energy source. And so the question that you want to ask yourself right now is, what is your staffing ecosystem's energy source? Okay, where are you putting advertising it, basically? The second part, a staffing ecosystem, is that seeds are planted daily. So a lot of times what happens is that you're not planting seeds daily, meaning that you're not out there. Like, you're only advertising for staffing and things like that when you need it. So basically being more reactive than proactive. And so therefore you're not really planting seeds daily. And when you don't really plant seeds daily, it's really hard for you to ensure that you are attracting good candidates and that you are deterring and not attracting the candidates that are not a good fit for your program. And again, your staffing ecosystem should be planting seeds daily, meaning that you are advertising every single day. People in your community know about your childcare business, and they know who you are, okay? And they know that you're hiring, or that you're accepting applications. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be hiring, but those seeds need to be out there every single day. And when you're doing it daily, again, this is you being proactive instead of reactive, instead of waiting until that preschool teacher, that infant teacher comes to you and says, you know what, I can no longer work here. And then now you're out here trying to plant seeds. Then you're trying to get seeds to good seeds. And it's just the wrong time to do that, right? The time to do it is when it's nice and quiet, okay? When you do have the staff members there and everything is functioning, the best way that it can. That is the time to be looking for new staff. And I know a lot of owners will say, well, Ashley, I don't foresee my staff quitting or leaving or anything like that, then you're just not operating in a proactive state because, this is an industry where people come and go. And even those that you have been there with you for the longest and all that kind of stuff, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. Okay. I remember happening to me where I was just like, I was stunned that this employee was leaving me after being with me for X amount of years. And speaking of that, that then leads us into the third thing that your staffing ecosystem would need to do is provide stability. So that goes into, can it take care of itself if that staff member comes that's been with you for 2 years and decides to quit? So again, it's providing you stability, meaning that you don't have to, if that does happen, you don't have to worry about that, right? It's taken care of. Okay, because that's what the ecosystem does. It takes care of itself. So does it offer stability? If a staff member was to quit on you today, do you have something in place that's going to immediately allow you to be able to call someone else up or start interviewing like immediately? Okay, that's the stability that you're looking for. The fourth thing is that your staffing ecosystem should ensure growth. Now, with any healthy ecosystem, there are ways to make sure that it's growing, it's being nourished and cultivated and all those good things. And so that would really kind of get more into how are you developing your team and your staff? What do you have in place to make sure that they are being the best that they can be and all those good things. So a lot of owners typically have some of those things in place. But again, a really healthy staffing ecosystem is going to ensure growth. And it has a way to ensure growth. And growth with your top staff, your top quality staff, okay? Really making sure that you're pouring into them. And then the last and final thing, and the fifth thing that a staffing ecosystem is going to have is that it replenishes itself. So when the seeds that originally came in, the candidates that originally came in, and then they start moving out, then your ecosystem is kind of replenishing itself, again, taking care of itself. And so what I love about the replenishing part is that what it does and what it did for me was it allowed me to have fresh new candidates applying to my childcare business so that it almost created like this pool, people and applicants that I could really turn to whenever there was, an issue, somebody quit, whatever. Y'all already know how all that goes. Okay. But that's what I loved about it. I had fresh new candidates, excited people, the people that were hungry. And that's really what you need. Okay. Point blank, period. If you don't get anything out of this video, if your staffing ecosystem does not bring in people that are hungry to work in an early childhood education setting and program, you just don't have a functioning one. And that's the key. It's people that are hungry, not hungry for a paycheck, but they really, honestly, genuinely want to work with children. And so in conclusion, the really thing I want you to take away as, this channel is really all about helping you have a better work-life balance and making sure that you're taking care of yourself. And what I really want you to take away from this is that a staffing ecosystem, a really healthy one, is going to, again, take care of itself. And then by default, you're going to be taken care of, right? When you've got that team in place, when you've got the right people in place, then you're taken care of. You can go home early. You can take days off. You can take your vacations. I was actually, there's an owner that I know that just popped in my head right now who is on vacation, and she said she has not taken a vacation in 10 years. Y'all, 10 years, you are an owner. You should be able to take a vacation every quarter if you want to, okay? And that is what this staffing ecosystem really, honestly, when you have the right one, it just helps you do. So y'all can see I'm very passionate about this because there is a better way of doing it. So if you would love the full-blown training that I did, it was a live training that I did, and you want to see the replay of that, then you've got to hop inside of our private Facebook group community, and you can see that replay. Like I said, I really, really break it down. I really think that if this is something that you're struggling with, this is one of the things, this is one training that you don't want to miss, okay? So again, you can access your free membership inside of our private Facebook group community. It is called the Childcare Business Executive Work-Life Balance Haven. I titled it the Haven because the Haven is where you come to get rest, and the rest is going to be in the resources that I have for you over there. So the link to that is going to be in the description box below. Along with, if you are getting started, then there is some free training resources down below as well. There's a roadmap guide you can download. There's a training video I have for you as well. And that link is down below in the description box. Along with, I always forget to tell you guys, all of my social media areas. So y'all, I am all on Instagram, okay? So I do stories. I love to do stories. And so you can follow me. You can get like a behind the scenes. I'm actually, as I'm recording this video, I've been doing stories today and showing the behind the scenes of what it takes to put all these together. So be sure you follow me over on social media. So all those links and stuff like that will be down below. Join the email list, y'all. There is so much more here that you can join to really, really delve inside this community. So anyway, as always, go ahead and give this video a like if you have not already. That again just really helps to support this channel and just really shows your appreciation for the valuable information that I'm providing to you. Hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed. If you have watched this video and you've been sitting here watching this video, I don't know why you have not hit that subscribe button, okay? Hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell so you're notified of when I post up videos, which right now I'm so blessed. Those are all weekly. And you guys, I'll see you in the next one, and I hope to see you over inside of our private Facebook group community. All right. My hair is falling. My hair is falling. Curls are falling.